RiseUp, somehow a politically connected improvised theater event. I'm not sure how exactly we fell into this lineup, but here we are, right? It's a new America. My name is Skip. I'm your host for tonight. I was asked by Mark Chalfant, the artistic director of Washington Improv Theater, to take over these duties. He was somehow indisposed and is sorry he cannot be here. But I'm going to do my best to take you through this performance event. We have a very diverse lineup of performers. I was asked to try and use that word, so I did. And it's going to have lots of different things to say. I'm not going to promise you what those things are. We will discover it together through this fantastical art form of improvisation. Is that okay with you? Of the first performing act, but it's not a solo act. No, it's not. There's a trio of us who make up a group called Shock and Awesome, and I'd like you to please join me in welcoming my sisters in performance, Chrissy and Mandy. So welcome, do come in, you can have a seat in the aisle if you want. There's room for everyone in this America. So the three of us have not performed on stage together for over 8 years. Yes. We used to be a favorite of political event organizers. We toured with the USO. We detained, we entertained people in various communities, Guantanamo, the Salt Pit, we did one show there, and also, Germany and all the other places where America should have bases forever. So I have spent these 8 years as a public and private entertainer in Ukraine, which then suddenly became Russia. So the world is an exciting place. What have you been up to?
Well, my name's Chrissy McCracken, and you might remember me from my 7 seasons on Silk Stockings as Josie the Troubled Teen. And for the last 8 years, I swear I have not been on American soil for probably more than 36 hours straight because I've been doing so many Silk Stockings fan cruises. They are huge. And then when I'm not doing that, I do a lot of murder mystery cruises. I do Loretta the Southern Belle on Murder at the Manse. Very popular. And then when I'm back in the States, I have a burgeoning hot air balloon business in Sedona. So I'm not on the ground. And actually, I don't know where America stops, in terms of feet up. So maybe in America, I just don't know. But I'm just so busy with that and selling essential oils, etc., etc. I don't really know what's up, but I'm so excited to be back with you guys. This is Mandy Miracle.
Hi, I'm Mandy Miracle. I don't quite remember the last time we performed together because I was deprogrammed a little bit. I married, it's all right, Skippy. It's all right. So anyway, I married Roger Shepard, also known as the founder of the cult, also known as Church of Inescapable Revelations. And we were married. And the thing that I learned from that experience and my subsequent escape, I guess, thank you for your help, was that you can enter a situation and even if it ends terribly, you were drawn to a man. He rose and you were captivated by him, and just because it ended terribly doesn't mean it wasn't bad that whole time you were in it, that you were trying to convince yourself it was good. It was still good. It could have still been good. That whole time you were trying to convince yourself it was good. So my advice, based on my trials, is cheer up.
We're here to do with you. Cheer you up and even further up.
Up away, right?
Yeah, so we are specialists in a kind of improv called short form improv. It's really small improvised games, and we spent all weekend in our hotel room. We were backup entertainment for some of the balls. We were brushing up on these games because we knew there was a 50% chance that we would be here tonight sharing them with you, and here we are.
Yay!
So we'll play through these games, and I think all of us are just filled with the American spirit this weekend. So we'll see how that comes out in our play, right? We'll see. The first up, I need 2 patriots who are willing to help us out with our very first game. Raise some proud hands. Anyone? This is easy. It's easy. We just you don't even have to talk. I see one hand there. Yes, please come down. Please come join us.
I think being a patriot is mandatory these days.
Or even a visitor.
Your camera.
Volunteer is tribute.
We've got to get this, right? Yes! This game is inspired by our new president. It's called Puppets. Because, he loves puppetry. When he eliminates the National Endowment for the Arts, I'm told that he might be able to keep some funding for puppets. Your job is going to be to simply manipulate I'm so sorry. Oh God, that's a terrible word. You'll be moving the body. So go ahead and move.
I'm
move
yours.
Her. She's your puppet.
May I have your name though? I don't let people do. Now I've learned from my experiences not to know someone's name at least before.
Okay, your name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
This is Mandy. So go ahead and gently touch her. Just keep your hands away from the super private places. But you can move her arm around. You can specifically tell her fingers what to do. If you want her to take a step forward, just give a tap on the leg.
This is so familiar.
If you want. And likewise, can I have your name?
Missy.
Chrissy probably doesn't care, but this is Missy. She's going to be moving your body in every which way.
Great.
So go ahead and get your hands on there, right? So she can get used to your touch. Yep. Actually, yep. Touch. Yeah. Great. Fantastic. Yeah, you got it. She's got it. They got it. So they're going to do a scene. Mandy and Chrissy are going to do a scene while Missy.
Yes.
Yes, Missy
Yes.
and Sarah move their bodies through space. Right? Amazing. When you don't have control of your own body, what happened? So we need a location where a scene can take place in America.
The mall.
The mall. The mall. Oh, do you need a shopping mall or the National Mall?
Shopping.
A shopping mall.
Hey you.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I got a
Looking
headache.
great.
But I'm
Really?
feeling sassy.
Do you know what we should be doing? Being more modest, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I could possibly be more modest. I've got my turtleneck on and some really well-covering hot pants.
I'm told that we need to be thinking about being closed off. You know, and see, even that is a lot. Just for first thing in the morning, get your hands off me.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I understand this is a
We're
mall.
friends.
I know we're
Don't make me change that.
Back away. I'm covering your visage with my hands, so
I am
that's
getting the
ultimate
hell
modesty.
out of here.
All right, maybe we can manage to shop and be modest without actually looking at each other.
I can. Can you?
I'll do my best.
What if your best isn't good enough?
Oh my God. Now, much as we have all made a new choice in our government, we're going to play a game called New Choice.
Yeah.
Yay! So, Skip and Mandy are going to be acting out a scene, and when I think that they need to change the way that the scene is going, much like our country is changing the way it was going, I'm going to say, new choice, and they're just going to say something different than the last thing they said. And I need a suggestion of a relationship between these two people to get the scene started. First date. First date. All right, you're on a first date.
Excuse me.
First date. All right.
Please sit
Oh,
down.
such a gentleman! Oh my gosh! You never know with guys who you meet on, you know, intense Christian mingle. You meet on the mall meetup and playpuppets.com.
New choice.
Grindr.
So, you don't look exactly like your pictures.
What?
You look a little bit more like a woman.
I feel offended by that assertion that I am a woman.
Do you not intend to look like a woman?
Look, if I tell you I'm a woman, I'm a woman. I don't want to be questioned about it. You know? Why don't you just take my word for it?
Okay.
See, we're gonna get along great.
I just never met a woman on Grindr before. I've just never met such a sympathetic soul on Grindr.
Well, I'm sorry. There's something that's been bothering me. Can I say it? Yes, you're warm. You're very warm.
Yes.
The talking.
New choice.
The odor from your mouth. You're not modest enough. Where's your balaclava?
Oh God.
I like things a little special. And I think that you'll learn to like it too.
I've experimented a lot.
New choice.
I've never experimented.
Take my hand. Put it in your mouth.
Is this a religious thing?
Is it a problem if it is?
It's a big hand.
It's not a big hand. I have one of those presses. I have one of those presses that you do, those like things that you build up the muscles in your. I use that every day and have since I was 3 years old.
Why do you want such strong hand muscles?
To manipulate the world around me, that's why.
New choice.
So I can throttle people to death if I need to. So I can birth cows.
Is that what this is leading to?
I don't know what's down there.
Down where?
Down in your body. Down through your mouth and in down to your tongue.
Is that where you want this hand?
I think there's a breach, something in there.
I'm not comfortable with this amount of physical contact.
You're about to eat. You really should clear and cleanse before you eat.
Is that what we were doing in the women's room?
Yes. Yeah. I brought a couple of different outfits, and I was keeping them in case I needed to change, depending on what you looked like. Depending on what you were wearing, I wanted us to be coordinated. I wanted us to be twins.
Do you have a favorite song?
My turn.
One more game.
Andy's turn. We would like to hear from someone about your day. Preferably a volunteer, but we're open to all other kinds as well. Does anyone want to volunteer to tell us just a little bit about your day? There we go. A woman shall lead them. Okay. What? How has your day been, first of all? What's your name? A name. because there's a clog somewhere. And
clog.
so when you turn on the garbage disposal, all the water drains out. And when you turn it off, all the water shoots violently down.
Oh my god, like an exorcism.
Yes.
And was this a surprise to you? Has this happened before? I guess it's happened before.
It's a new house.
It's a new house?
Yeah, never
Okay.
before.
Did you buy this house? Is this your house?
Yes.
Okay. So is it like one of those, that movie by Tom Hanks, I was almost in it, I was young as a baby. But the Money Pit, where they get the house and then it's like, oh shit.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that hard? That must be hard.
Right, but I tried to fix it myself. So I had the wrench and
I love
was
that.
down under the sink, and I was not successful.
You were not yet successful.
Yeah.
And then okay, so you botched that, and then what happened?
And then I watched football and had a beer.
What was the play?
The Packers and the Falcons.
The Falconers, the Packers and the Falcons. Okay. Who do you root for in that game?
I was going for the Packers.
Yay! Is there intensity around this choice?
Yeah.
As there often is.
Who won the football game?
Yeah, who won the football game? The Falconers won. And was it a great game? Did you watch it with anybody or just you and your gang?
My fiance and I watched it together.
Your fiance. Do you like him? Why was he fixing your sink?
Because he was studying for the bar.
Oh.
He's going to be a bartender?
He's going to be an attorney. Well, that's great. Good. I mean, that good choice, or and then how then what happened? How did you feel? Do you have generally a good day?
It was mediocre. It was okay.
Mediocre.
Yeah, it was okay.
Your team won. You've got a
No, my team
attorney.
lost.
Oh, your team won.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I rewrite history so much because of what happened to me. But what we're gonna do now with your incredible story is we are going to make it gratified again. That's what we're gonna do. Thank you so much for your story. Thank you.
Coffee, turn on the old. Oh my gosh! Oh, what is this foul soup in the sink?
I know, right?
Oh my gosh,
Terrifying.
terrible. Please, sweetie, go continue studying for the bar. Here, now. Well, let's go to the kitchen. Wrench. Yes?
Hi, I brought some cookies for my son.
My future
You're still here. You're still here.
We bought the house together.
He loves cookies that they're intensely, packed with protein, so we can learn all of that stuff about
Fantastic.
laws.
That's great.
They're out in my car.
Would you go get them, please?
I'm being touched. And no.
Perhaps he should just go get them
He
himself.
should go get them himself.
All right.
Okay.
I'm so glad you're here.
You don't mean that.
Oh, I did. Have to fix this. Oh, my. Hey!
I am the spirit of the Obama mortgage rebate.
What can I do to appease you?
Nothing.
No! I plunger you back into
No! No! No!
It works perfectly. Good for me. I exercised that demon. I fixed my sink. I guess I'm just gonna kick back and watch some TV. Oh, fiance.
Darling,
Yes. Did your mom bring you those protein packed cookies that she made and then just gracefully left without bothering me again?
I had the window open and she threw them through, but you know I can't eat cookies that aren't baked by the one person that I love. I brought you a beer because a Google reminder told me your football game is about to start.
Partner.
You're welcome. I'm going to sue someone in the name of you someday. I'll have a law. It'll be called Corinne's Law. I don't know what it'll be about.
This is great though.
It has been our pleasure to entertain you. You're just like the troops in so many ways. Now it's my turn to say goodbye to Mandy.
I have to go get in my.
I don't want to go back to.
All right, well you can stay and host the show with me if you want.
Oh no! Oh, you just back there.
Just back there.
Oh, okay.
Just
I thought
back
it was going in a truck.
No, they're never coming for you again. Never. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce the next act. They are called simply The View from Yalta. And it begins.
Hello. I'm an uncredited AP photographer, about to take an iconic photograph. But before that, these three gentlemen have just finished agenda item number 1 at the Conference of Yalta. So my question is, what is agenda item number 2?
Always put the toilet seat down.
Always put the toilet seat down. That's agenda item number 2. Always put the toilet seat down. Okay, thank you very much. Without further ado, everybody please welcome Winston Churchill, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and Joseph Stalin.
Planning for the peace in Europe and beyond, following this great conflagration which has embroiled the entire world in world war.
And which we were all on the same side the whole time.
Yes, the whole time.
All on switch sides midway through.
From the beginning, I tell you, from the beginning.
Definitely with you guys the whole time. Super good side to be on.
We never surrender. That bit I remember. However, that was of course agenda item number 1.
Let's move on to number 2. Eleanor always says, I leave the toilet seat down.
You do, Franklin.
Yes. And I think she should put it down after she uses it.
You've been cutting us up this entire retreat. Now, lads, the world over, we men, we tend to leave the toilet seat up after we've finished urinating.
Yes, I used to.
There's that gallows humor.
Sometimes I go to my dacha in the east with my wife. She told me you leave the toilet seat up. She said it one too many times. I sent her to labor camp get new wife.
Charming.
I'm frankly not sure why it's issue on Yalta conference.
Joseph, we have been through this. That is
When you
no way
don't
for
like
it.
people, send them to labor camp.
Not in a civil society. Remember?
Oh no, wait. I remember. You said, don't like people, send them to labor camp, but don't tell anyone. It's a much better way of run government.
What an internment camp. It's less, sticky.
We don't have this problem in labor camp. Is no toilet seats, just hole and people die.
I think your first mistake, Joseph, was this classless society. You should be more like in Britain, where we treat the poor people like shit.
Come on. Well, the bedrock of your countries. They got me elected 4 times. And I don't think they even have toilet seats.
We have elections too.
You do?
Yes, I win every time. This is 10th one as Premier of Soviet Union. I'm very good, very popular.
We have that in common.
That's very good. In Britain, there are political trends and changes, which I know very much about. I, of course, rose to power after that motherfucker, Neville Chamberlain, appeased Nazis. That happened. And wouldn't you know it?
Yes,
Wouldn't you know it? Neville Chamberlain, not only did he leave the toilet seat up, but fucking smelled awful in there.
This is why he lost the election in your country?
Yes, primarily.
That was principal campaign issue in the election. You have rally in square, you say, other guy, he leave a toilet seat up. Vote for me.
That was about the gist of it.
I have even less of a grasp of British history than you, so I will go ahead and agree.
No.
How about you, Franklin? Any campaign secrets?
It's maybe a little personal, but my toilet has a lot of levers and contraptions so I can use it. What if there was one that just automatically put the toilet seat up and down as you got up?
That would be an amazing innovation, which I'm sure they will come up with in the near future. But there are some other inventions which we might expect, you know, in the years following 1945.
Not an H-bomb, I can tell you that.
The atom bomb, how is that going, Franklin?
Wait, what? What kind of bomb?
It's called an atomic bomb.
It's called a what kind of bomb?
It's a piece of candy.
Where can I get one of these bombs?
That's what I want to know, Franklin, please.
Trust me, okay? Got it under control.
Look, if you're making special kind of bomb, share with me. Share with Joseph, your friend. We are here in the Ukraine. These stupid shits are always rebelling. If I have no kind of bomb, maybe they tamp it down a little bit.
Okay, I'll share one with you. I'll ask Eleanor and she can bring it over. She's strong, you know.
Now, lads, atom bombs should not be used against your own populace.
Maybe
Yeah.
sometimes, just like a little bit. Like when they get out the line, you know, housekeeping.
No, the plan for the future is peace.
But sometimes bombing your own people. Look, for peace, Yalta conference. Wearing hats.
Agree to disagree. How about the rights of women? Shall we see a future in which a woman could possibly be leader of one of our great nations?
Yes, absolutely. Women got me elected. And a woman basically runs my country.
Is that so?
It's no secret. Look at me. What am I really doing?
Franklin, what do you spend most of your time doing while Eleanor runs country?
I go to hot springs in Georgia and I just swim.
Is that a euphemism?
No!
You literally go to Georgia and you just swim like an idiot.
That's right. It's the punishment my collar for marrying my cousin.
Just going to let that one slide.
But seriously, women's rights. What of them?
You have a female queen?
We do indeed. We play ping pong together. Hang on, it's just World War II now. We do not yet have a female queen. We've got a king and talking with him is like fucking garbly garbage.
Churchill, your concept of time is so comical. It's like watching a Spanish neorealist film. You can never tell where you are.
Can you blame me? This great conflagration that has engulfed our world in war has nearly shaken our concept of time.
My...
Has it it not.
Is it shaking my conception of time? No, we have one kind of clock, everyone has same clock, it's great.
But you have such a large country.
We have a very large country, but my concern with empowering women is that we spend most of our gross national product on tanks and guns. We forgot food, houses, and clothes. If we give women fundamental rights, maybe they point out, hey, maybe like a coat.
It's true. In my country of Britain, women love to shop. How about in your country?
In my country, women are doing the work. They're riveting everything. It's fantastic. I'm a man who loves strong women, okay?
Women have a very good time in my country. In Soviet Russia, some women have red babushka, some have black. What's the country of choice?
There's that shopping. I think we've got that in common. Moving on. How about, say, the environment?
Like, what's the best way to ruin it quickly?
No! What's the way to preserve our beautiful green spaces so that they may be enjoyed by generations to come?
My strategy is build munitions factory with slave labor on top of wetland. Then, as slave labor perishes in construction factory, they can like look at the wetland.
My Uncle Teddy made national parks, and I tell you what, everyone urinates outside, no toilet seats.
What did you... Your accent...
No toilet No toilet seats.
Oh, you talk with your teeth closed like you're constipated.
I have TMJ. That thing with your
TMD or TMJ?
TMJ, that's it, TMJ.
Very different muscles through the back.
It's got the point, when you're in the woods, you can piss on wherever you want. Now, lads, we've basically, in my view, wrapped it up. We've
Very clear.
The goal of this here retreat to make sure that a nationalist, fear-mongering, race-hating populist should never rise to lead one of our great nations ever again.
Very, very unlikely, it seems to me.
Now, goddammit, where are those hot toddies? We ordered them about an hour ago.
Freezing.
Hey guys, it's me, Danny. I brought you your hot toddies, or as I like to call them, hot toddies.
What kind of weird waiter is this?
Well, bloody time, mate.
I'm one from the future. You might say I'm kind of a big deal. I'm President of the United States.
Well,
You're now.
I'm president.
Oh, not anymore, you see. I found out about the secret time travel technology that we've had hidden underneath the Pentagon for all these years, and I hopped in it, and I came back to renegotiate the deal.
Should have hidden time machine better. I told you code, it is 1111. Anyone can guess code.
But Harry kept on forgetting it. I had to make it easy for him.
Come now, we've just made a great bargain between our great nations for peace following World War II.
Terrible, horrible, horrible deal. Horrible negotiation.
No,
We went to Germany.
yes, like, you know Europe? I get half. It's a great deal. What's not to love about Yalta deal?
I like that. I'm willing to give you more. You remind me of a good friend of mine, Pooty. He's a good guy. We're very close.
Can I have Belgium? They have much chocolate.
You can have the chocolate if I can take all of the prostitutes from your country and give them to me. And I'll take them back with me to 2017.
We have pretty good prostitutes. I don't know if I want to
The
give
best
up.
prostitutes.
2017! So you really are from the future?
Yeah, that's
Come
right.
now.
Although not much has changed, I gotta say. It's pretty much exactly the same as it was now.
Really? How about in such topics as women's rights? Have they any?
Well, you know, not really. Let's just say, under my administration, they won't. They'll have less rights, okay? It's hard to get rid of.
Things are the same. Now it's great. We have a social security system that helps everyone. We have policies that help the poor. Policies that help the working class. It's all the same. That's great.
No, see, we had all of those things, but I'm getting rid of them. I'm gonna renegotiate them, okay? These poor people, they come in, they're here, they're taking over. They're taking all of the jobs, they're sending the jobs to China. We need to keep the jobs here, and I'm gonna make that happen. And it starts with getting rid of the Obamacare, and getting rid of the Social Security and the Medicaid, and we actually have a cure for polio. I was gonna bring it to you, but then you wouldn't learn anything.
It's kind of mean.
Obamacare? Is this some type of grand vision for universal health care that we've all longed for?
It's Irish. Obamacare.
Are you conspiring with those confounded Irish?
No, it works fantastic. This guy, Barry Obama, close personal friend of mine, although I hate him and I question where he was born. But it was in place, it was great for millions of people, but it didn't have my name on it, so it's gotta go. Everything has to have my name on it. It has to be gold, it has to be big, it has to be beautiful, like my hair, which is my real hair. Not really, but it is kind of my hair.
Is the future, as you describe, as it proved the success and strength of the Soviet socialist experiment?
In some ways or not. But let's just say that in the future, Russia and the United States, we're gonna be like this. We're gonna be like this and a lot of this and some of this. There's gonna be
That's super
it's gonna be
vague,
stronger. It's gonna be
super vague and suggestive, but I'll take it.
I heard you talking about toilet seats. Let's get back to that. Let's get back to the business
Yes.
here, okay? Okay.
Okay.
That's right.
We had a very conclusive discussion about toilet seats.
My toilet seats are the best toilet seats because they're made of 100% pure gold. Okay? I sit on them, I poop into them, I pee into them. Other people don't because the pee is reserved for other things. But toilet seats, they're fantastic.
Does every member of the proletariat also have gold toilet seat? Everyone get one?
Everyone gets a
Means
toilet
of
seat
production.
that says Trump across the top of it and says, make your poops great again along the sides.
It's kind of creepy.
Can you believe it, Franklin? The economy of the United States in the year 2017 is so strong that all the people are issued gold toilet seats.
You're welcome.
You've done great work.
Thank you.
Oh, you didn't do anything for that. Don't listen to Noodle Legs, okay? It was all me. I've been in office for 2 days and already America is great again.
Really?
The one thing I can't admire about this guy is he likes to sleep with his close relatives. That's something I'm fine with. Just ask my daughter, Ivanka. Not Tiffany, but Ivanka.
So you were recently inaugurated president.
Oh yes, just yesterday. Well, in the future, yesterday.
In your timeline, we follow.
I can imagine that the turnout for such an event must have been absolutely...
We had this fantastic band 3 doors down. Yeah, basically. They haven't performed in a long time, but we had them at the inauguration. It was great. We had a large turnout. We had the most people ever in the city at one time. Not for the inauguration, but they were there.
I think I've read enough. Gold toilet seats it is.
Sounds like the future is positively smashing.
This guy seems pretty great.
That's what everybody seems to think, apparently.
Hearing Joseph Stalin's accent just took me back to those years in Ukraine. So we go from a show which had nothing but men in political power talking about whatever they wanted to a show called Bechdelprov, which apparently makes a reference to some sort of feminist film theory. I don't know because I've been in Ukraine for 8 years. So, the movies that we see there are very different. Please give them a warm, warm American welcome, Bechdelprov!
It's very famous in pop culture. It's when 2 women are in a scene in a movie or a film and they don't talk about men. Woo! A lot of things don't pass the Bechdel test, but today, our improv is going to pass the Bechdel test. So much so, we are not going to mention men at all by name, by title, or by relation. But if we do, we're going to call it out. by saying, the future is female.
The future is female!
Feel free to join us. All right. You know what? It's about damn time we start talking about ourselves for once. So, to get us started, we just need something that makes you feel empowered.
Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's.
I never thought I liked Brussels sprouts until I ate them. And I realized I love them.
That's really great to hear. You know, you never know until you try something.
I know.
I know, that's how you learn. I never thought I liked jalapenos, but now I like to spice things up a little bit, Janice.
Oh.
Putting some jalapenos in my crock pot dish.
With what else?
Well, with a little bit of beef.
Stop.
I know.
Stop.
I know. With a little bit of onion.
Ooh. Spicy. Double spicy.
Double the spice.
Onion plus jalapeno is like,
I know. You're me.
Stop. You could be good with the old you. I like the new you. I like the old you. I like you. I like you. I'm glad you moved back to this town. I missed you when you went off.
Oh my god.
I did. You went off. No, you did. You went off to Texas.
I know.
I don't have anyone to have tea with on Tuesdays.
I missed our tea time too. Plant a seed and watch it grow.
Fuck yeah.
I want so much sugar, I'm just gonna put all the seeds right here.
I'm gonna do this with some intentionality. Yeah, I'm gonna take ownership of my life. Yeah. I'm gonna say this seed represents, fucking writing and your goddamn journal, you know? I'm gonna do it every day. And if it blooms, I'll have done. Don't check the logic on that.
I want to believe that, but I think I just drowned the 5 seeds I put in here, so now I don't know what that says about my life.
Oh, honey. Well,
to me it says you're overeager and really excited.
Yeah.
Just want to be really present and
That's
not a bad thing.
No, you can
Good thing.
float. That's right, Karen. You can fucking float. Yeah, you can do anything.
Caroline, if
No matter
you
what life throws at you, you can handle it.
you can handle it. If you want to float, float on. You mean like physically can I float? Because that seems like it doesn't work with the laws of physics. You have to believe in yourself.
Yeah. Well, for one,
You took control of your life and you're floating too?
Yes, it was the best decision I made my whole life. I didn't think this was possible, but YOLO!
Ring, ring.
Hold on. This whole floating thing makes me multitask.
Hello? Mom, I miss you.
This is my first time marching, and I feel like, I've got everything I need. Got my backpack with the treats, it's clear. I got my shoes laced up tight. I got my sign. I feel ready, I feel powerful.
They ran out of signs at Target and CVS and Trader Joe's and everywhere, so I just wrote all over myself.
I got the side of a Trader Joe's bag, cut it out. Here's my sign. It says, I am very upset right now.
We can work with that. Okay, good. Okay, so what is it that has you upset? Be careful now.
I will. I'm upset that women don't have equal pay
Right. Okay, so I'm very
to all
upset.
the other women.
I'm very upset. Upset is like a sort of a diminutive term. Like,
Ooh, okay.
how do you really feel, like inside? Get down in there.
Okay.
In your loins, in your gut.
Well, how I feel is on the outside.
Right.
So.
Like Chelsea's arm says, fuck you!
Yeah. You as in just anyone, not
Gender neutral.
Gender neutral.
Yep, and have fun.
Yeah. It's kind of a little bit of like a devil angel.
So, which one do I go with first?
I think it's safer to go. Well, hold on. Let me tell you. What's your favorite thing that?
So I think it's sent mixed messages. Fuck you, have fun.
That could be.
I noticed there are some people that were maybe approaching you in an awkward way and asking which one they should go with first, and I just feel like fuck you, have fun, fuck you is maybe like a mixed message.
I don't like to be defined by what's on my body.
Alright. You, me, the open road, a bag of Cheetos,
Yes.
a book on tape
Yes.
by Angela Bennett.
Yeah.
That's all I packed.
We're supposed to be gone for like.
No! Wild!
You're a wild
I'm a
woman.
wild woman. I'll wear the same underwear for a few days if I want to, or I'll wash them in my sink and hang them up in the shower.
That's a much better plan considering we're in a very tight space for a week. I mean, I brought underwear and like 10 pairs of underwear for where are we going? To CVS, maybe we can get some underwear?
No. Straight to Ohio.
Forward!
Cleveland. We're headed to Cleveland.
Oh, yes, that is my favorite place to be, Cleveland.
Was that sarcasm?
No, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is
Great.
there.
I was just making sure.
The greats are there. We got Janis Joplin and Carole King and lots of other incredible singers.
Like who else?
So many.
It's alright. I'll
Gladys
see them.
Knight, Gladys
Don't-
Knight.
I won't be surprised.
Yeah, there's this really incredible, I'm so excited to show you Cleveland.
My mom's gonna be there. She's meeting us there.
Oh,
I want you to meet my mom. I hope that's not too forward.
no.
I wish I told you that before I went all the way down the cul-de-sac.
Yeah. Maybe I guess it's my house is right there. It's too late. We're on
It's really well done, Cleveland! Cleveland! That's it on book on tape!
Oh. Hi, officer. What do we do?
Hi, I noticed that you've just been driving around in this cul-de-sac over and over again.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ladies, am I right?
Ever since that night at the museum thing happened and we all came alive. I'm just gonna say what I always said. I think this house.
But just the women are here, so it just makes it like a way better party.
Yeah, for sure.
Just the women.
Yeah, mainly because I burned the rest of the museum down.
Yeah.
Civil disobedience starts at home.
I mean, I was very upset. I won't say about what. But we all know. We all know. Oh, say it. No, I can't. No, I can't. I really can't.
You can say it.
I mean, what are artists for other than saying the truth? How about we sing it?
When I was
Man.
The future is coming. Oh, you guys made it! Oh, you brought another friend.
I brought friends. She didn't have anywhere to go for Thanksgiving. And I was like, my mom makes the best stuffing. It tastes like Stover's buffet.
Oh my God, I do. It's true. Hi. I heard your sister's
was great.
No, thank you, Mom.
No, sit down. Well, you can hug me, but then sit down.
Mom, I'm so excited to be here with you. I just want you to know. We didn't bring wine.
No.
Because we forgot. So I just want to put that out there first.
Sorry, it was totally.
Okay.
We're gonna get the Mendoza Mall back because I know how you like Argentina and it was really fun. But we forgot. So that's all right.
Yeah, we're here and I'm grateful to be at your family event. So this is nice.
Yeah, I just don't know what to do without wine. Like, how do you do something? Like, how? Oh.
We could converse.
Oh.
Stacy
Yes.
is studying to be a civic engineer.
Yes, I'm studying to be a civic engineer. It's going to be great. We're going to build bridges, and while we build bridges, we're going to write really powerful sayings on them.
Oh, that would make sense to being a civic engineer. I'm so happy you found someone that really knows how to get in there to the system.
We always say it's better to build bridges than build walls.
She has a shirt that says that.
Oh, it's okay. You forgot the wine. I love that.
I'm switching my major. Ow. Ow. I want to be a principal. Say something.
That's amazing. Sorry.
Oh, is everything okay?
Yeah, I just forgot the wine.
Totally forgot the one.
It's okay. I'm so happy to hear that you guys have found love.
Oh. Oh no.
It's okay. I want you to know it's okay.
No, we're just
roommates.
Just roommates. I am a lesbian. This doesn't make sense.
To get all these envelopes stuffed by the end of the day. Otherwise, she is not going to win city councilor. I know, I just feel like her approach is a little bit dated. I mean, social media is probably a way to go, but what do we know as interns? These mailers are going to be the key because only old people vote. I'll teach you this. Ooh, see, I really wish that she would listen to some of our ideas. I think that, like, as young people, you know, we could really help her connect with the youth. I'm just here to get my college credit and follow rules. I don't know.
So let me get this straight. You're running for city council and you want, fuck you, have fun on all of your mailers.
Yeah, it's more of a like, fuck you, have fun. It's all in how you say it.
Oh, I know, it reaches multiple audiences. Yeah, except in also, of course, my photographing room. All right. Yeah, which one of you's running?
Oh, I'm the VP. VP councilwoman. Yeah, that's the thing now. Fucking deal with it. Women can be VP councilwomen. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I don't know. Are you with it? Are you with the? Okay, all right. You know what? Photographer.
Wait, what?
Just take our picture.
You sure you don't want any digital copies? I could make you digital copies.
Oh no, we're gonna put them up at the giant on the bulletin board with the dolls' cats. Yep.
Polaroid only, because we want to reach our audience.
Us who?
No, it's the thing I do. It's my platform. I'm trying to reach the old people.
Your headlining act is what's next. This is a wit company ensemble that has been performing since they were created for the Women's Voices in Theater Festival a year and a half ago. Please give a warm, hearty welcome to the October issue!
here. Tonight we have a special Rise Up edition of the October issue. So we're the editors of the October issue, and we're going to pull together our cover story for you by interviewing a cover girl, and that's Kate Shepard tonight. So Kate is the enterprise editor and senior reporter with the Huffington Post. She's previously reported for Mother Jones, Grist, and the American Prospect. And she has been recognized with awards from the Online News Association, the Deadline Club, and Planned Parenthood, which I'm sure some folks are a fan of out there. Woo, woo, woo. Kate's writing has been featured in the New York Times, Room for Debate blog, The Guardian, Bitch magazine, and more. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her up to join us, and let's welcome up Miss Kate Shepard. All right, thank you for joining us, Kate.
Thanks for having me.
Being a journalist, how's that going today?
It's been a rough week. I learned today that that there are alternative facts. I have a lot of feelings.
Yeah. What was your first reaction when you heard that phrase, alternate facts?
What was my first reaction? I was like, wow, this is like. I read this book in like middle school, and it didn't end well.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, okay, so as the enterprise editor and senior reporter at Huffington Post, what is your typical day like?
So, a typical day, it's like roll out of bed, pick your phone up, figure out what terrible things happened overnight that you need to know about. Scan your email, make sure that no one's upset at you about something that you did. I have a toddler, so it's like triage your toddler, run to the office, triage the toddlers of the world.
So triage of the world is how you start your day.
Basically, so it's a lot of reading email and seeing what you missed and trying to figure out what the news is of the day that you have to cover. Or right now I mostly edit, so figure out what other people have to cover and how we're gonna cover it.
Okay, so as soon as you get up, it's just you're going.
Yeah, this phone is next to my bed in a very unhealthy way.
As I'm sure many of us do the same thing.
The other day I had a work phone call at 7:30 in the morning while laying in bed.
Yeah. Intense. So you're clearly dedicated. Growing up, did you see yourself becoming a journalist?
I think I wanted to be the president until 7th or 8th grade. And then I was like, that sounds like it's probably a crap job. Reporters really looked fun because I could ask people questions and, write stories and...
Yeah, maybe talk to the president.
Talk to the president, maybe. And, I wanted to be a folk singer for a little while too, but that wasn't also not going to work out. So, being a journalist seemed almost as good as those two options.
Being a folk singer.
Yeah.
So what killed that dream?
I can't sing. Can't play the guitar. Can't play the harmonica.
You're like, oh, no, can't check the boxes. Journalist for the wheel.
And then I did my high school newspaper, and then my local newspaper. I grew up in a fairly small town, and the local newspaper. Somebody quit and then needed a reporter, so when I needed to be a reporter.
Oh, so that's how you got your start then?
That was my first real job.
And what were I'm sure they were really pressing stories that you got to cover when you first started?
Yeah, I covered the Oscar Mayer reveal coming to town. This is definitely a Pulitzer.
I've never had it come to my town. I don't know about anything else, but wonderful. And so, for a long time, you were an environmental reporter, right? So now that we have this new America First policy, what's something that you feel like is really a pressing issue that we all need to be paying attention to?
I'm kind of a recovering environmental reporter, but I still care about the beat a lot. I think
recovering environmental reporter.
Yeah, I mostly edit, so I don't have as much time to write as I used to. I think the whole the environment and the America First thing that gets me is I feel like people who don't care about environmental regulations have probably never been to other countries where they don't really have them, and you can't really breathe, and we get
a weird grime on your skin and like you can't drink the water or you get the shits. So
All bad things.
all bad things. Like you don't want to live in that.
So a feeling of like people have just been taking for granted that the environment is actually so much better here
Right,
than they
it's
realize.
like nice and you don't have to do anything nice. And that rules don't matter.
And so when did you sort of switch over from doing environmental reporting?
I still do it a little bit. I mean, it's hard to leave it behind, and I feel like it's going to be even more important for the next 4 years. So it's like hard to keep the habit.
And so you're on the Society for the Board of Environmental Journalists, right?
Yes.
And what's your role with that organization?
I'm our membership chair, which means I keep our members happy and make sure that we're doing good work and supporting environmental journalists across the country.
So what upsets an environmental journalist that you have to deal with?
When people ignore your Freedom of Information Act requests. We really like FOIAs.
We really like FOIAs.
Yeah. There's like nothing that will anger them more than ignoring a FOIA request.
the most angry they can ignore for it. Great. So nowadays, we talked when you first sat down of saying we have this alternate facts. There's been so much talk about fake news. So as a journalist, like what's something that we can all do to be more media savvy just in our day-to-day lives?
Well, I mean, I really hope people will subscribe to like non-fake news, real news. Donate to your NPR station or donate to the Society of Environmental Journalists because we give grants to reporters who are freelancers, and there are lots of different ways you can support real journalism. And you can also just like share it. People share a lot of weird stuff on Facebook. That's what I've learned in the last year. So you can share not weird stuff.
And when you look at Facebook, social media has played such a role lately just in how folks get news. Like when you look at your news feed, is there anything that pops up that's sort of a trigger of like, okay, well that's a crap news story? Is there any flags we should be aware of?
I mean, if it's got a URL on it that's like .re.nea.com, and you're like, that doesn't even seem like a real URL. Like, that's usually a good sign.
So we can start by just looking at the URL. We got
It's a
a
good
low
start.
bar for fake news.
It's a good start.
Awesome. And so we got some applause here with paying attention to real news. So you mentioned we could donate. What are some other things that we can do to make sure that real journalism keeps happening, keeps being listened to, and that journalists are getting the respect that they should get?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think like sharing stories is important, right? Because I mean, most of us, even if we're not like people who rely on subscriptions, I work at a website that relies on traffic and ad revenues and all that. So just like sharing the good things and talking about the good things is really important.
Yeah.
And I don't think we necessarily talk about like important stories as much as we could. There's a lot of like complaining during the election that like, why didn't the media cover this? And they would like link to a story on our website. It's just like, I want the media to cover it. Don't do that.
That happens a lot where folks are first like, Kate, I wish you would do a story, and you're like, I've done that already.
We've done that.
So many
A lot of
times.
people have done that. Yeah. So look around a little bit. Something's out there.
Yeah, so just paying attention. Great.
And also like just using the word the media, like be a little bit more specific. The word is plural for a reason.
Excellent. And so you cover such a wide range of topics. What are some things that you really enjoy getting to write about?
So most of my career has been environmental writing, but I've also covered like labor issues and reproductive rights issues, and I mean, recovering reproductive rights was like a depressing beat because it was generally not good news about what was happening in the States. But it was nice to cover it because people got upset, and like sometimes you write a story and people would be like, I'm really offended. And they would go like call their legislators and like things would change. And I often felt like what we did was important to change things in a way that I don't feel like on the environment beat. On the environment beat, everybody's kind of like blah blah blah, shit sucks, everything's going to hell. But like reproductive rights people have actually felt like impassioned to do things.
So when you write an article that's online, do you read the comments of what folks say about your piece?
No. I used to, and I'm too thin skinned.
Yeah. Do you comment when you read other people's news stories?
Not really.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I tweet a lot. I talk about news on Twitter, but and the comment section is usually pretty scary.
Yeah. So Twitter. Some folks out there like using Twitter an awful lot these days. And how about in using Twitter? Are there like best practices for sharing news on Twitter that you feel like people should be paying more attention to?
I just like pay attention to what the source is and like make sure it's real before you share it, because I've seen a lot of people who are otherwise smart share things that are like totally.
And then it's
bonkers.
out there, right?
Right.
It's like the world of Twitter.
It's out in the world, and it's from Facebook, whatever. And it doesn't like goes both ways. You know, I have my crazy Republican relatives who share crazy Republican things, but I also have my sort of crazy liberal friends who share things that are like, microwaves are eating your brain. So like, don't be either.
Yeah. So you mentioned having some crazy Republican relatives. So being in a role where you're covering all these different liberal causes, how was it over the holidays around the dinner table?
Oh, we mostly avoided talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like even my family's like, my immediate family is Republican, but they are scared of Donald Trump as well.
Yeah.
So they're like, I grew up in Jersey, and so like they saw what he did to Atlantic City, so we know. But we mostly avoid talking about it as much as possible.
As much as possible. And so in a background life, Kate and I had worked in her county on Obama's campaign, where your dad was actually involved in the local office, right?
Yep.
And everyone told me that every Republican in town was evil, except for this woman's father. And so what's it been like having your dad also very politically active?
It's fun. I mean, we like to argue. Like both of those people like to argue and talk about politics. So we like to talk about it. And we agree on more than we care to admit. He's like the kind of Republican who's like, I want to keep my money, but you can have your abortion and like do whatever you want with your marriage, and he doesn't really care about those things. So that's okay. That's okay. I understand that. Yeah.
Good. And so when the media is so under pressure right now, what are some things that keep you motivated as a journalist?
My newsroom keeps me really motivated, so my colleagues are here, so they keep me motivated. Everybody's doing like great work, and we all know it's important, and we know it's going to be more important than ever. And it's just, it got a little harder in the campaign because you could write the same thing and say this, this thing that the candidate said was crazy, or this thing is like not a real fact, and you could repeat it, and no one would listen to you. But I mean, I like to be surrounded by people who still think that like facts matter, and evidence and data, and you can call back what people said before and be like, hey, you said that before, and now you're saying the opposite. So it's nice to be around people who believe in facts still.
So are there any facts that like are just kind of scratching up your brain? You're like, people need to know this, that you would like to share with this captive audience?
I'm still stuck on this like crowd size debate. I mean, like Donald Trump likes to talk about like things being bigger than they actually are. And it was like day number, like the first number one full day in office, and like that's what we're fighting about. And so it's just like this is how the next 4 years are going to be, fighting about the size of things.
And so the comments that were made in this first press conference where the White House is saying, whoa, the press has to watch their back or they might not be so involved. Like, for your newsroom, how did folks take that?
I mean, it's certainly scary, but I mean, like, unfortunately, like, there's not much, I mean, people are going to cover him, whether it's from, like, attending his press conference or not. For most of the part of the campaign, we weren't really allowed to cover him. They finally did let us, like, go to their events later on, but, I mean, people are still going to write about you whether you're like it or not, Donald Trump, so, like, you kind of got to put on your big boy pants and deal with it.
Boom. Well, in all these different things that you've done and new pieces that you've written, is there anything in particular that you feel really proud of?
When I still did a lot of environment stories, I went to Alaska to cover a community that was being affected by climate change, and the community is basically being eroded away by sea level rise.
And you got to go up to Alaska.
I went to Alaska, and just like hung out with these people who were trying to relocate their entire community, and like that meant a lot to me because like that was an example of like real world, this is what's happening, this is how it's affecting real people, and like here are the policy questions in front of us, which is like how do we relocate these people, and how does that apply to the rest of the country as well going forward. So like I thought that was a great example of making the things that happen in Washington look important, like show how it's important elsewhere.
Yeah, you have to bring it back home.
People like beat us up for being Washington-based reporters, but like important things happen here.
Yeah, what was the reaction to you being in Alaska from the folks that live there?
Oh, you know, they're happy that somebody's paying attention to the like problem before them.
They're happy to be paid attention to.
Yeah, it was like really hard to get there. Like this Ruby village was like really far out there. So
Did you have to drive there yourself, or?
no, you have to like ride in little planes.
Ride in a little plane to get up
Yeah,
there?
like 2 little planes.
So there's like, a reporter is coming!
But also like on the plane, they got all their food on the plane too. So like it was a plane full of like me and like bottles of Gatorade. It was weird.
Bringing information and sustenance to the land.
But it was a cool story, and it was like I thought it was an important story to tell.
Awesome, and not at all fake news, a real news
Nope,
story.
real news.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kate. So our editors have listened to our wonderful cover girl and her interview, and they're going to brew up the magazine for us.
All right, kid. I got your first assignments for you, all right? It's a big one at the newspaper. This is something our town has never seen before. The Oscar Mayer truck is coming. And I know that you're new to the newspaper, but I want a fresh take, okay? I mean, this is... I don't know how to feel because I'm a little bit excited. I'm also scared. What will the crowds be like? Can we handle it? These are the things I want in the story. High school journalists can do this, right?
Yes. Oh yeah.
We got this. I'm gonna get my notepad.
Okay,
Get your
just get
notepads.
started.
Step 1.
I keep it all up here.
Oh,
What you want, I got for you.
okay.
I have a thought. They have a way, they have a way with B-O-L-O-G and
That's catchy. Our readers are gonna like that. I think this is good. Okay. I do want you to be careful though, because as I said, we don't know what to expect.
there could be a crowd, a riot, a movement, a party, a protest,
All of the above. Potential. Back to the Wienermobile.
Yay, Wienermobile! Yay!
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Do you want a magnet?
Yes! Oh!
Minneapolis High School, Fight Lions reporter. Questions?
No.
Are you free?
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but the Wienermobile keeps doing me stuff.
What prompted you to come here?
Do you want a hat?
Wow, this is the best thing ever! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ask me all the questions you want. I will be here all day.
What do you think about foreign policy? And do your parents know you're here?
You know what? Glad you asked.
Do you want to pay it?
Yes, I want to bid.
Careful.
Sandra, I am not letting you use this microwave again. I am never letting you use this 185 days at lunch, and I can tell you, I can see you're getting more and more stupid.
Okay, Kelsey, first of all, I'm going to tell HR you just said that to me. Everybody in this office uses that microwave, okay, except for you.
I am saving everyone in this office, all 36 employees, by standing in front of this microwave. I may not have children, but it's okay. I want to save you.
Kelsey, I just want to make some ramen. I'm really hungry. It's perfectly safe. You know, when you first started doing this, I looked up the information about like the safety of microwaves.
Did you look at the URL on that site?
Yes, it was NewYorkTimes.com. Okay?
Oh my God, you cannot trust them. Okay, they have their own agenda. They are a medium for agenda.
Listen, all right. This microwave, first of all, do you know what's on the other side of that wall? It's your cubicle, okay? If there's anything crazy going, if it's going on, it's going through the wall to your cubicle.
Holy shit, Sandra.
Look, you've been moved around this whole office space like 4 times. We can't get you another office. This is it.
What?
Yeah, what?
On the other side of this death machine?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
What I asked for is just to have a bonfire in the middle of the kitchen. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask?
Yes. It's unsafe.
Unsafe for whom?
You know what? Read an article.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Before you start.
Yeah?
What was the source? What was the site? Did you look it up?
Yeah, it was called,
Oh, well, you don't remember.
No.
Interesting. You don't remember.
No, I don't, but you know what? It was on my Facebook feed, and anything on my Facebook feed is true.
I know you've been microwaving all 3 meals. That's what has resulted in your brain.
Yeah, it has. But I also read that bonfires are bad for your lungs.
Where did you read that?
A Facebook article, my mom shared it.
Can't trust everything your mom says.
What? I trust everything my mom says. She is a deputy firefighter. What? It's an alternative fact. So what? She's not a deputy, she's just a firefighter. But I said it, and it's alternative fact. It's true.
Oh, honey. Hi, Mom. I was reading the funniest thing the other day. So, you know how I'm a deputy?
Right.
That means that I can be a deputy of any profession. I'm actually, I could be a firefighter, I could be a policewoman, I could be some sort of, I don't know, actor in a movie where I'm a deputy. I don't know. Listen, all I know is I read it, my friend Sandra shared it, okay? It's from this very fancy site, and I know it because in the bottom there were all these pictures of Hillary.
Yes.
And she was doing things. Yeah, she was like with, you know, other foreign leaders, and the titles were really strong.
Let's do the Huffington Post article. Yeah, they like her.
This is a pretty tiny plane. It's just me and you, the pilot.
Yep.
Okay.
In the Red Bull and the Gatorade.
I can touch both sides.
No, aren't you lucky?
So if I need to, I can brace myself.
Hey, well, you know what? Yeah, that's a good thing. Just relax. Hey, we're really happy to have you. Okay, Auto.
Look ahead. It's nice that you like to make conversation. Maybe it'll help me get through this.
It's really beautiful out here, and I'm glad that you're coming to report on what's happened to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
Alaska.
Alaska.
Beautiful, white, broad Alaska with mountains that we could
Mountains, yeah.
maybe run into.
Exactly. You never know what's coming. Run auto. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thrill of like being an Alaskan. Yeah, it's like you never know what's coming. And I'm glad. I'm really glad you're here, cause like no one's taking this seriously, right? Okay, this is people's lives.
Yeah. Very important lives. Tiny plane. No, we got at least 1,000 people in there, sure, that we could run into it. And I'm sweating a little. Do you mind if I just open one of these Gatorades?
Hey, that's some people. Well, look, I know you get nervous. We've been doing this for 20-some years. Okay, only had 3 accidents.
Only 3.
3 is pretty good for 20 years. 20 years I've been in the skies. Okay? But you know what's not an accident? What's happening to my people? What's happening in town?
Right.
And that's why you're here. Okay?
Yeah, that's why I'm here, way up in the sky.
That's right.
So high up.
That's the spirit. Yeah. Oh, you like to pray too? Me too.
I'm just gonna say this once. I want to know where you were this last weekend. Freedom of Information Act says that I get to know where you were last weekend.
Honey, I know that nothing makes you angrier than if I deny a request. But I don't need to give you that information. A relationship is about trust. You don't need to know where I am at all times.
Then how will I publish my wonderfully researched timeline of our relationship if I can't verify my facts? People rely on me to provide facts on my Facebook newsfeed. I cannot mislead the people.
Honey, I think you might be, you have a bigger idea in your head of how many people really want to know the timeline.
Are you saying that my great aunt Josephine and her cat and her sister Esther are not a large audience? Are you saying that?
Don't get emotional, okay? I think that they are an audience, okay? But of the significant things in our relationship, where I was last weekend, it shouldn't be on the timeline. It should be where we first met and, when we said I love you and other things that will happen in the future at an appropriate date. You don't need to know.
Bing bong. Bing bong.
Bing bong. Esther!
Bing bong. Hey,
Josephine.
Yeah. I was gonna handle this.
Listening from your closet, and I just know you're up to no good.
She needs to verify all the facts.
Don't worry, Claire, I got this. As the secretary of the Society of Overprotected Girlfriends, I'm here to enforce the FOIA request that she put in and tell you where have you been, okay? We want to know.
You want to know.
This is federal law.
I will not be intimidated, okay? I will not be intimidated into giving you information.
What are you trying to hide?
Exactly. Here it is again. All right? We want a detailed timeline. Don't black out anything. We want a detailed timeline of where you've been for the past month on Friday nights and Tuesday nights.
We also want to know what you're getting me for my birthday.
No good son of a gunning son. Bad boy.
Don't get so heated. I'll handle this.
Christmas.
Here's some wine for you. Thank you. Where's my sister? Oh, hello, sister. Hello, sister. Here's some wine for you. Merry Christmas.
Is it Merlot's sister?
It is.
Thank you, sister.
So what should we not talk about?
I move that politics, relationship status, and recent dietary decisions.
Any objections from the family?
Aye.
Oh God. We have more in common than you might think. Okay? I just want the chance to relate to you all.
Daughter, would you like some wine? Yes, daughter. It is Merlot. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers to you. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
I think the weather is okay.
The weather is decent.
I looked out the window and it was partly cloudy. It was a little, like it looked like it was going to rain. So I don't know that I can agree that it was okay.
It's unseasonably warm for this time of year.
That is true.
I'm just saying that if you could get past my fiscal views, we actually have a lot in common. Sorry, the weather is great.
Father, you know tax law is something very
You opened the floodgates, okay? Did you have to use the word fiscal? I'm sorry.
This is my next.
Don't bother me! What? Okay, yes. Hey, what's going on?
We need a decision. What's the cover story going to be today?
You know what? We're gonna triage America.
That's a lot of wiener magnets.
Arranged a little strangely.
It's a pentagram.
That's what that is.
Why wasn't this in the media? I mean, there was some sort of like Oscar Mayer wiener-based satanic ritual here. It's just got no media coverage.
I feel like I've seen this on animatron.be.mlu.nhc.
How do you remember that?
It's just ingrained in there.
I don't know. I microwave a lot of stuff, so I forget everything. God, what happened? Those goat bones? Well, I mean, it looks pretty bad, but you know, free magnets. So.
Wait, if we disturb this, I don't know. It's got bad juju written all over it. You don't know what's gonna happen if you already touched it.
Well, okay. I mean, what?
Wienermobile.
excited. I'm really excited to be the first one to let my team know. I will be stepping down as president to become a folk singer. I have done a lot of thinking, and I just believe that I can serve the American people in a better way than with speeches and trying to settle a peace deal in Israel and Palestine. You know, the world needs rhymes that tell people to stop using so much GD water.
Respectfully, can you sing or play an instrument?
No, I cannot. Good question. Instead, I think I'm just gonna let my passion pull me through. I don't need to sing. I don't need an instrument.
Excuse me, but can I hug you? I really respect you going for your passion, you know. I want to be a veterinarian or a zoologist, and I'm, of course, a political representative for you.
It's not too late.
Oh, yeah, I know. Thank you. I want to hug you.
Okay, I do just want to say that if you leave to become a zoologist, that's going to make this even harder.
I have something to tell you. I wanted to be the first one to tell you. I'm stepping down. From being your chief of staff.
I'm so proud of you.
To being the zookeeper.
I feel qualified.
Oh my gosh, the first woman president. I'm so proud of you.
Now I'm gonna sing at fairs. Have you ever touched an animal before, had an animal, interacted with an animal in any capacity whatsoever?
No, I'm very allergic.
You are the fresh perspective we need.
Ladies and gentlemen, you knew her as Madam President. But tonight at the Kennedy Center, making her debut as folk singer, Madam Prezi. Welcome to the stage.
Are you all ready to rock really softly? This first little number came to me when I was meeting with the UN. It's called granola bars. They're pretty good. Please, this is a cappella.
Look, it's way bigger than it looks.
I don't think so.
No, seriously, it is like, it's huge. Alright, it's huge.
But then why isn't it huge?
Because we're just not looking at it with the right perspective.
Okay.
You know?
Alright.
Like, I built it myself and I measured it. You could measure it, but this bench is like huge. It could fit like 10 people across.
Huh. You mean like real leprechaun people? Like, you see who's like a real leprechaun that are coming out of the Irish folklore with this big?
Yeah,
they could like one.
I got some notes.
Yeah.
No,
We got
your nose.
We got your back.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. We got one no.
One David.
This is Amsterdam. No.
Okay. Okay. Two Davids. Okay.
Three.
Look, okay, you don't need to put all the gnomes on there, but this fits 10 people.
You broke David the gnome!
David the gnome is not as important as this bench I built from scratch, alright? I mean, from scratch, I mean from wood. Okay? I built this bench, it fits 10 people.
There's a lot of deceiving going on. All right? Look here, Kellyanne. We know you're getting into You need the release. But don't bring that shit in here. All right, we've been sorority sisters since the 80s. So don't do it. And also, you need to apologize for breaking David the gnome.
You know what? I speak the truth when the truth needs to be spoken. Okay? I am sorry for breaking David the gnome.
Thank you.
I know you slept with him every night during college. I've been close. Alright. Psi Theta Theta. Alright.
All right.
But let's face
face it, this bench, if you look at it the right way, could fit 10 people.
Okay, tell me where to look. Tippy toes. No, still small. Still real small. Hey, but it's okay. I mean, the bench it's fine as it is. You don't need to embellish it or put anything extra on it. Okay? As a first piece of work that you've done, that's good.
Eliana, the huge benches across America. I want benches for every person in America.
President, Mr. President, I have been working on them. I've built many, many, many benches. Many of them. With these bare hands.
Oh, Kellyanne.
Broken many
You're the reason I exist.
I need you to give it to me straight, okay? Did the Gatorade make it out of plane crash number 3? We've been waiting for months. This town needs it. We need that drink. I'm so thirsty.
Oh my God. Guys. Okay, guys, I'm real sore about this.
Yes, I am happy you're here, but I really need to know about it.
Excuse me, I haven't had energy for 10 days. I'm waiting for Red Bull.
My people. I've had a career of 22 years. This is my 4th accident. Yes, it was a crucial time in our town's history where we needed Gatorade and Red Bull. But guys, let me do this. I'm going back. I'm going back to DC. I'm gonna give me another report.
Just surfing the old internets.
Finding anything interesting?
Good. Yeah. Anything good? Yeah.
Not really. It's all pretty bad. But let's see. Do you guys want to find out what happened to Lisa Turtle from Saved by the Bell?
Anything more?
What does she look like now?
Does she look worse or better? It looks bad, but hold on, let me click. All right, let's see. Okay, scroll. I'm not seeing anything. Scroll. Next page.
We gotta know soon.
I'm not seeing anything. Scroll. Okay. Scroll. Look at this guy, he's jacked. Apparently doctors hate him. Okay, what is his secret? Let's scroll. Okay. .com. Ad for that. Let's see. Okay. You guys remember Step by Step?
Yeah.
You want to find out what Cody looks like?
Wonderful all-American audience for this final performance of Rise Up. Washington Improv Theater will be here at the DC Arts Center for the next 5 weekends, all the way through the end of February, with shows every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 7:30, and every Friday and Saturday at 9:30. So come back. The lineup for every performance is completely different, always showcasing Wits Company ensembles. Huge thank you to you guys for coming out, sharing part of this powerful weekend with us. As you go forward, may you continue to give each other the strength that you need and draw from each other the strength that you need. Thank you.